Today's top stories at NBR. Decision on the sale of Auckland's Stamford Plaza Hotel could be imminent. My Food Bag's chief operating officer is leaving the business after 7 years. Publisher R Media seeking clearance for acquisition. And there's more coming right up. Kia ora and welcome to NBR Today, a wrap of the day's top business stories from the authority in New Zealand business news since 1970, nbr.co.nz. It's Tuesday, July the 20th. I'm Paul Brennan. Thanks so much for joining us. Genesis Energy is better off keeping two hands on a minority stake in the Kupe oil and gas field than selling it under recent offers, undervaluing the asset's future production, the PowerCo's chief executive has said. The listed generator retailer on Tuesday said it would continue to own 6% of the Kupe joint venture, with the outcome ending a strategic review announced in November 2020. Chief Executive Mark England would not disclose whether Beach Energy and/or NZOG had made offers, nor would he divulge how many bids Genesis received. A decision on the sale of Auckland's Stamford Plaza Hotel as part of a $1 billion portfolio divestment by its Singaporean owner could be imminent after the deadline for expressions of interest passed last week. The five-star hotel is on the market as part of a portfolio divestment by its Singapore exchange-listed owner, Stamford Land Corporation. The 286-room hotel has been used as a managed isolation facility since July 2020. The exact value of the portfolio of 6 hotels, 5 of which are in Australia, is unknown, but the package is understood to be on the market for more than 1 billion Australian in aggregate. My Food Bag's chief operating officer is leaving the business after 7 years, the company's second senior resignation after listing on the NZX in March, in the largest float since 2014. The company said today that Richard Wafer was resigning to pursue a new business interest outside of the food sector. His last day was yet to be determined, but was expected to be towards the end of this year. In an NZX statement, the company said Wafer had been an important member of the team and led the supply side of the business, including procurement, assembly and logistics. A search for his replacement was underway. Till Logistics Chief Executive Alan Pearson has resigned, effective immediately. In a note to shareholders, the NZX-listed firm said Pearson had tendered his resignation, effective from yesterday, but he would continue to provide support as a consultant over the next 2 months while he pursues alternative business interests and board directorships. Pearson joined the company in March 2018 following a 10-year stint as managing director of refrigerated transport firm Halls Group. Till entered the NZX via a backdoor listing of shell company Bethune's Investments. Publisher R Media, which emerged from the closure of Bauer Media last year, is seeking Commerce Commission clearance to acquire Avato's New Zealand magazine retail distribution business. Avato Retail Distribution NZ is the country's largest distributor of magazines to retailers such as supermarkets, service stations and bookstores, and distributes for publishers such as R Media and Stuff. R Media emerged under new owners Mercury Capital last year and continues to publish a range of magazines for Australian and New Zealand audiences, including titles such as The New Zealand Listener, Your Home and Garden, Woman's Day and Woman's Weekly. R Media is a 16.4% shareholder of Avato, and therefore Avato shareholder approval for the transaction was sought and received at a special meeting held on July 15th. The proposed acquisition is part of a wider transaction that includes R Media acquiring ASX-listed Avato Limited's retail distribution business in Australia. The full details of those stories and more are at nbr.co.nz right now. Tomorrow at NBR, former Contact Energy Chief Executive Dennis Barnes talks about why he joined the board of rival PowerCo Mercury. And local government New Zealand is urging the government to act with more urgency to protect towns and cities from worsening flood events. I'm Paul Brennan. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow around lunchtime for the morning's NBR trending stories. Then same time, same place, right here from 5:30 tomorrow for another NBR Today.